Together, we will eliminate the gangs and bring peace to our country. Madam Speaker, I want to now turn to the P, people in Aspire. Jamaica's greatest asset is our people. That is why this government continues to invest in education, training, and job opportunities, ensuring that every Jamaican, regardless of background, has the chance to learn, earn, and thrive. Through programs like the LIFT program, that is Learning and Investment for Transformation, and the CARE program, Community Action for Rewarding Engagement, we are directly supporting young Jamaicans on their journey to skill development and employment. The second cohort of the LIFT is underway, providing education, mentorship, and work experience for youth who need a start. Also, over 1,250 unattached youth across all 63 communities are now enrolled in training under CARE, receiving stipends and transport support to remove financial barriers. Madam Speaker, these programs transform lives. A school leaver from an inner city community or a rural parish can now access training and have a real pathway to a career. Heart touches the lives of everyday people every day. You know, Madam Speaker, I was in Brownstown recently, and I just stopped in the town and I saw the heart outreach workers with a little tent in the middle of the town encouraging people to come and sign up. I was very heartened to see Heart doing that. The Heart is out there doing their best to try and pull people in who are not currently in the labor force or who are seeking a job but are unskilled. Heart is actively out there trying to bring them in. And almost every year I come here, Madam Speaker, we come with some different form of program that's, specifically catered to a certain set age profile or life cycle to attract, because, Madam Speaker, at 3.5% unemployment, we are technically almost at full employment. And the leader of the opposition and the opposition spokesman mentioned that the pressure is increasing for us to find other solutions for labor. But before we go that route, Madam Speaker, the government is going to work hard, explore every option, give every incentive, so that those who stay by the roadside and dig out their hand middle, as we said, we give them an opportunity to put a tool in their hand. So today I have Akon Pitt and Gary Smith with us. Akon was unsure about his next step after his stellar CXC results. At the behest of his Member of Parliament, Akon was the Member of Parliament, Alanda Terrelong. Akon was a participant in the first cohort of the LIFT program. After training, he was placed and paid at CariMed, where he had an exceptional journey. Akon is now at the Jamaica Cooperative Insurance Agency. Gary is a 20-year-old pursuing a business administration level 2 certification as an on-the-job trainee at Coleyville Training Limited under the CARE program. He dreams of becoming a certified engineering contractor and establishing his own air conditioning repair business. Gary is now closer to realizing his dream. These are both young men that the government has empowered through the Heart Trust NSTA. Akon and Gary are from the community of Gregory Park in Minister Terry Long's constituency in the soon-to-be parish of Portmore. There are hundreds of thousands of Akons and Gary that we have empowered through skills training since 2020. 552,534 to be exact. And this is primarily, look, since the elimination of fees, over 150,000 persons have signed up for the various vocational programs at Heart. So, let's be clear. Heart is not a perfect institution, but it is a hard-working institution. Madam Speaker, we have already had significant success in public-private partnerships and the apprenticeship model with the Amber Heart Academy. Nearly 500 youth have graduated specializing in data analytics, cybersecurity, web and app development. Most have creative industry is a strategic industry for us, and it is part of our strategy for diversification. So we are the only government to take up $1 billion and place it at the disposal of the film industry. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. That is the largest budgetary allocation to the creative sector ever. So, let's not get drawn into. So, Madam Speaker, Heart is investing $400 million to establish state-of-the-art STEAM labs. So this will also include not just things for mechatronics and engineering and so forth, but also computers for creative designs, for managing sound stages and so forth. So within those labs, there will be a place for persons who would want to pursue the technical elements of the creative industry. There are many in Jamaica who are skeptical of technology. They see technology as a threat. Madam Speaker, we can't view technology in that way. Technology is immanent, it is ubiquitous, and it is universal. Can't escape it. AI, that is artificial intelligence, is reshaping industries worldwide. When the first industrial revolution started, Jamaica was still a colony. That's a reality. So Jamaica didn't benefit from the first industrial revolution. And in fact, in a strange way, when you read Capitalism and Slavery, you would see that it is technically the advance of technology that made slavery unprofitable, and which technically, depending on which historian you read, led to the end of slavery as an economic way of production. So technology is not bad. Technology is a liberating tool. If you technology provides the ability to leapfrog, and we must position ourselves to do so. Of education, to ensure that AI is prominent in our national training and development strategy, which is why we appointed an AI task force. This government is committed to ensuring that Jamaica is an active player and not a spectator in the global AI revolution. Trust NSTA to train students and public sector professionals in using AI tools effectively. Madam Speaker, in partnership with the Amber Group, the government will also establish a cutting-edge local AI lab, a public-private center of excellence where developers, researchers, entrepreneurs, and students can collaborate on AI solutions. The AI Assistant, a groundbreaking AI-powered platform designed to revolutionize learning with an end-to-end AI-generated and curated content, fully aligned with the national curriculum. And I don't know if the video is cued, but let me give you a preview of what it could do.
Imagining learning for Jamaica. It's like giving every child a personal mentor who adapts to their needs and pace. Interactive adventures that make science and math come alive. Even like AI tutors, detailed explanations, humor, poems, interactive tests, mind maps for visual understanding, videos and real-life applications of knowledge, so each lesson isn't just learned, but lived.
People discover the natural world using observation, experimentation, and reasoning.
Teacher, tell me a joke about scientists.
Why did the scientists bring a ladder to the lab? Because they wanted to reach new heights in their research.
Come with us as we transform education for all our children.
So, how well structured, coordinated, and in-depth the answers you receive are. You would be surprised how you can train these AI bots to do specific tasks. So I would encourage all Jamaicans not to fear AI, but to develop an inquisitive mind about it. Let us not become spectators while another wave of technological development is going on. Let us ride that wave. We will implement a dedicated school bus system for rural Jamaica to ensure equitable access, improved attendance, and enhanced safety while easing financial burdens on families. This is part of the dividends for good government. This will be rolled out in phases. Phase 1 is already underway with the JUTC expanding services in Clarendon, Morant Bay, and Linstead, providing affordable transportation for students. We will add 12 additional 45-seater buses to the already existing fleet of 10 buses, giving the Montego Bay area a total of 22 buses. 100 fully refurbished buses deployed across parishes, with 60 buses in September 2025 for the start of the new school year, and another 40 buses by January 2026. Madam Speaker, these are school buses used in the American system. They will be refurbished. The doors will be placed on the correct side, the entrance doors. They will be governed. Look here. Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, the buses will be refurbished. Just to repeat, the doors will be on the appropriate side for safety. And I think most importantly, the speed on these buses will be governed. So they won't be able to drive above a certain set speed to ensure safety of the children. On some of the buses, where there is connectivity, we will place cameras, and the collection of fares will be digital. Now, these are refurbished. They are going to be refurbished. So they will be refurbished with those. Thank you, Madam Speaker. So this marks a transformative step in making school transportation safer, more reliable, and more affordable for Jamaican students. Others talk about it, but we do it. Got what his government left behind in 2016 in healthcare, a system described by his spokesperson, his current spokesperson on health, as so broken down that surgeons had to don garbage bags to conduct surgeries. Today, we accept we are not perfect, but we have come a far way since that time. He has no moral authority to lecture us on the progress we have made since they left the healthcare system in shambles. Imagine how we would have fared if they were the government when the COVID pandemic hit us. Here are some of the truths about our health system today. There are more posts for doctors. There are more posts for nurses, more hospital beds, and there are more hospital beds to come. There are more operating theaters, and more theaters will be built. A healthcare budget that has expanded from $60 billion to $140 billion in 9 years, the largest increase, and this is with the largest infrastructure expansion in healthcare since independence. Madam Speaker, we agree that prevention is better than cure. They make light of our pre-screening program, Know Your Numbers. Well, after a year and a half of over 220,000 tests, after a year and a half, we have conducted over 222,000 tests. And this, Madam Speaker, is saving the lives of many Jamaicans. In every constituency would require us to be here all night. But I can assure you that work is being done in every constituency, and the details will be provided by Minister Samuda, who is now a member of this honorable house. Madam Speaker, the severe drought which affected Western Jamaica disproportionately prompted the acceleration of major capital works. Madam Speaker, 6 major southern water supply limited, and we are targeting completion by the end of 2026. Others talk about it, we deliver it. And distributing tanks in their constituencies. We hope that that can move very quickly to mitigate any impact of drought that may occur later in the year. Madam Speaker, in November 2024, I announced that the NWC would provide an amnesty to customers cut off from the utility for more than 6 months. The amnesty has benefited pensioners, path recipients, and members of the disabled community with up to 100% reprieve. I have instructed the National Water Commission to extend the program for a further 2 months. St. Thomas is now set for takeoff. And it is in a deplorable condition. So that road will be done. So that's one of the roads to be done. We will be doing as well 6 miles to Dunrobin Avenue and 6 miles to the Portia Simpson Miller Square through to downtown via Spanish Town Road. The